Hi, Mr. Meta.
Welcome to our little alumni interview series. How are you?
Good, thanks for having me. Yeah.
What is it like when you come back in and you see the place, the Hyatts?
Well, I ran into Mrs. Rissmeyer in the office, and I just it took me back to 7th grade. I was just like, man, I miss it here. I still say Eagle News was like the height of my career. Like, it was the peak for me. My dad was like, oh, are they inviting you back to do a Powell Shore reboot? I'm like, probably. I don't know.
I will take it if you want to come back.
So, I mean, it brings back so many memories, like playing sport.
Like, what would you tell kids now moving on to high school to be prepared for or whatever?
Yeah. Like, I didn't really change, I think, even going into high school. I still took that confidence and that wildness, and I was in theater in high school, and I think doing those crazy things and letting the whole school see it, I wasn't afraid to do anything like on the stage for theater. And
what's going on with Sophie right now?
So I'm a junior at Miami University, and I'm majoring in media and culture, which is video production, creative writing, and strategic communication. So I have 3 majors. Wow. I couldn't really choose. 2 of them are in the same department, so they overlap a lot.
Will you fit all of this in 4 years?
Yes, I
will.
Yeah.
All right, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so I love the media and culture. Obviously, it's kind of like a ramped up version of this stuff, and I really know. I feel like I learned the basics in this class. Yes. Getting to run the teleprompter, being the talent. I still do news reports and whatnot, and running the switchboard and everything is so much fun. So I love working in the control room and
Does
filming
Miami
videos
have
outside.
One of those?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, multicam shows. I'm actually taking a TV multicam production class next semester.
Yeah.
Just did an intro video production last semester. So it's really taking me back to, I'm like, oh, maybe I should just revamp on my own. And so then I got to go to LA for 3 weeks last January, and that's when, I went to NBC. We were on sets of different shows, got to meet Conan O'Brien. We went to Jimmy Kimmel. So that's kind of why they have really good internship programs, these late night shows. So that
what would be like a good starter job?
Yeah.
And what would be dream? Is it the Today Show with Al Roker? Like, what do you want to do?
Ideally, so after graduation, I really like the NBC Page program. It's kind of like more than an internship, but still like an entry-level job. You get 3 different placements, 3 different NBC shows. Yeah, so I would say I get placed with SNL the first, my first placement. So I'm there for 3 months, and I get to I do NBC stuff. I would give people tours and whatnot, take them to see the set. I would also help with audiences, but then I also would get to be in writers' rooms and kind of get my foot into different places that I'm interested in. So that's something that I know would be a good intro into kind of the NBC world if that's where I want to stay, late night TV. But ideally, I could really see myself writing for a 1-hour drama, like ABC. Yeah.
Oh, you want to do that kind of stuff?
I really like late night and comedy, but I'm also I love writing and 1-hour dramas.
Well, what's one thing that you remember about Eagle News?
For me, I think just noticing the kids that stayed back and would work longer, and Hannah and I know would just you'd probably have to kick us out, as I'm sure all these girls that are in here, it's okay, you gotta go. So it's wanting to put in that extra work, I think was noticed for me is oh, I'm not just taking this because my friends are in the class and they're fun. It's I really care about producing good videos and making sure, and you have to be productive when you're in here too. You can't mess around and then stick around, oh, I'll come in for lunch because I didn't get work done during class.
That is hard. So, well, thanks for visiting.
Thanks for having me. Oh my God, it takes me back.